Hello my friends, welcome back to my double life. If you are here watching the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, I hope you watched part 1. I'll link it up here. But this is going to be part 2, which is about 3-4 hours into the game. So hop in, a lot of new stuff. This game just launched tonight. Won't be tonight by the time I post it, but just within the last couple days. So I won't take up any more of your time. Let's just jump right in. Where we last left off, I had this little falcon guy come to say that Thea was going to come visit me again. Dear Fortuna, I have terrible news. Please invite me to your home ASAP. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. Sure, Thea, come on over. Ah, Fortuna. What is it? What happened? Oh wait, wrong voice. What is it? What happened? It's about your leader. What about Adana? Adana's dead. Oh crap, that's not good. We are reunited here today to say goodbye to our good friend, Patrice. Oh, my sister! She lived intensely and died on her own terms of bone cancer. Oh my god, no, she dies of bone cancer at 50. I predicted this. We are returning her body to the earth, just as she wished. Naked and covered in flowers, my body to the soil, my soul to my sister, to the stars. You lived in beauty, depart in beauty. Now, some words from her eldest son, Pedro. I'm not good with speeches, so excuse my brevity. I will always be in awe of all the life my mother brought into this world. And I'm not only talking about her numerous children and grandchildren. I'm talking about her words, her ideas, her wisdom. I don't know if any of us will ever achieve the clarity my mother had. With her gone, we've lost the brightest light in the universe. I wish any of our dads were decent enough to be half the person our mother was. I like how she's got multiple dads and they don't even judge her. It's the way she lived. It was fine. She was the best mother. I wish any of them were brave enough to have stayed by her side. Today, I didn't only lose my one true parent, but also my idol. Adios, mama. Te quiero. Sorry if I butchered that. Thank you, Pedro. Now, Mr. Stanton, you wanted to say something too? That's right, thank you. I feel lucky you're all letting me be a part of this moment. I wanted to share with you how much of an inspiration her family was to her. She always spoke of you so dearly. She loved you more than anything. Patrice could strike you as a cynical person at first. She always had that I'm too smart to be wasting my time with you vibe. But she was ultimately driven by love. Love of life and of the human experience. I've been extremely fortunate to have been her editor for the past 20 years. And I know for a fact she's been a mother to not only you, but to hundreds of thousands of readers around the globe. Her unique perspective on pleasure and joy has been an inspiration for many women, from many cultures. She did write a sex book, I'm sure. She's leaving a bleeding wound inside many hearts, but also a legacy. The world is stronger and healthier thanks to her. And that feeling, that energy will never die. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Mr. Stanton. Now to proceed with the last rites, Wait, I want to speak too. Ah, of course, go ahead. Grandma. Oh, she's named after Fortuna. You aren't really gone, are you? That body covered in flowers, you just had to leave that old husk behind, right? We had so many plans, so many ideas. I can't accept that you'd let a stupid cancer take away what we were building together. Right, Yaya? You haven't betrayed me, have you? Fortuna. It's okay, Pedro. Let her express herself. I can't do this by myself. Did you run off to the stars to look for your sister? You promised you'd take me with you to see the cosmos. If you don't come back right now, I will never forgive you. Maria, I'm sure your grandmother will keep guiding you from wherever she is. One never truly leaves this world. Patrice's body may turn to dust. Patrice's voice may have gone silent, but her essence is an everlasting gift we will never lose. Patrice, she's broken free from that name. Now we will call her Autumn. We will call her Tears and Fragrance and Mid-Afternoon Dream. Enough with the cheesy poetry already. You will never understand my grandmother or what we were doing together. Maria, I'm sorry for your loss. Now, if no one has any more words to share, we will return her to the earth. May your soul bless the stars, Patrice. I wonder if her granddaughter or my grandniece is a witch. Yeah. So my prediction finally came true, You managed to live 59 years, 11 months, and 21 days. For a second, I believed you'd be able to break free from your fate. You remained a tough bitch even in death. Okay, if she's only 59, I feel like she's pretty young to have a teenage granddaughter. Just saying. It's too hard to do this without your witty comebacks. I'm sorry I didn't come and visit you after I ascended, but time among the stars sure butterflies. And I wasn't sure how you'd deal with the fact that your sister became a witch. I'm so sorry. That night on the beach, I started walking into the sea and never looked back. But somehow you knew, eh? You knew I wasn't dead. You aren't the only thing I miss from my time as a mortal. It's been tough up there without you. What about one last reading, for old time's sake? Oh, I'm reading for my dead sister? This is awful. What should I ask about? I wonder how our relationship would have been if I had stayed. We would have moved to the Canary Islands. You'd have written lesbian pulp novels, and I'd have run an online tarot website. We'd have drunk the most delicious wine and had a small community of artist friends. Met some beautiful girls and taken long walks along the beach. We'd have grown old together and had long talks swayed by the warm evening breeze. Ah, Patrice, I missed you so much. I'm going to miss you so much. What the hell am I doing reading into the hypothetical? How can I be this cowardly? I owe you more than this. The first and only time I read into someone's death was for you. As a last present, I'll get real. I'll read beyond your death. I'm scared of that presence I found when you dared me to read into your demise. It was lurking there, watching us from the unknown. I'll look into its eyes now, to see for myself where we're sending you off to. The devil. Oh dear. You will become an intergalactic detective. You'll accept cases from witches and supernatural beings alike. What? I think I lost my talent. This doesn't make any sense. What in the cosmos am I doing? I'm sorry, Patrice. I'm just spewing nonsense. I figured that was like the best thing where maybe I'll see her again. Don't leave me. 6 feet under my ass. Patrice! Fortuna? What is this? Is this the other side? Why are you in cosplay? Patrice, I love you. Oh, I love you too, silly. Are we ghosts? No, Patrice, this is the real world. I'm a witch, and I believe you are one too now. Fuck me. Do I get to see Patrice? Why wouldn't I have told her that I'm, like, here? It's imperative that we speak before I vanish. Adana. Oh, crap. Okay. I thought she was dead, but okay. Oh, you're Adana. Okay, you're like a 3-headed weirdo. Hello, Fortuna. Is something the matter? I heard you were dead. That is correct. Have you never met the corpse of a witch? I kept forgetting how young some of you are. I always thought of death as just that. The end. It can be, if you are killed or erased. But a witch also dies when they lose the will to live. Now I am but an aimless corpse, waiting to be consumed by your sisters, or to be scattered through the cosmos. Why are you visiting me then? Think of me as a ghost, dealing with loose ends. In that case, my exile, is it over? I am afraid it is not. Reviewing sentences now falls upon the next leader of the Coven. And who might that be? It is yet to be decided. I sense something different about you. What have you done? You have grown. You feel like an adult witch now. It is a shame I did not get to meet you in this form. I don't know what you're talking about. What loose ends have you come to tie up here anyway? If it's not to set me free, I want to ask you what you have learned during this brief isolation. Divination can control a community. You wanted me to realize my responsibility, right? Close, but no cigar. It goes much deeper than that. Allow me to explain. You have been wrong all along in calling your talent divination. What is tarot then, if not divination? I should tell you about the nature of this universe, the secret of reality. Consciousness is a responsibility. Everything that is sentient modifies the nature of the realm we inhabit. All that has happened, every phenomenon, is only real because it has been perceived. The parts of the universe that have not been measured are yet to be defined. Your arts do not predict events. They define them. Unknowingly, you are shaping what didn't happen in the past, as well as what is yet to happen. You are not a reader. You are a writer. I kind of figured that out because I'm never wrong. That is why I exiled you. When you predicted the falling of this coven, you were in actuality dooming us all. I have worked hard to prevent that omen, and I am still not sure if I have succeeded. Only time will tell. No, you probably didn't, because I went and got a behemoth so that way I could prove you wrong. Why are you telling me this now? Because I am dead, and I deem it better that you become aware of the magnitude of your ability, since I will not be here to protect the Coven from you any longer. Why didn't you tell me to begin with? Because I was afraid you would write me off this plane. I am well aware you despise me. Keeping you away from your deck was the only way I could think of to ensure some stability for the Coven. Come on, I am not the villain you think I am, even though I said I'd kill you. Likewise. Fair enough. Remember, you can manipulate anything that does not exist. The future is the most obvious implication, but I'm also talking about the past. You can alter anything that did not happen. So Dahlia's past then. Damn. The Coven is about to go through some turbulent times. I do not think you are mature enough to handle your talent, but it is not in my hands anymore. Do as you please with this knowledge. I understand. Thank you for telling me all this. I have a parting gift. Oh, some power. Yes. Knowledge. Oh, that's new. I know many witches will come to you for guidance in the near future. We cannot fix the immaturity of your character, but I can at least offer you knowledge. Take one of my eyes. Oh, that's not creepy at all. It will allow you to see the unseen. It will open the gates to the wisdom of the gods. I pray you use it wisely. You will play a critical role in the fate of the Coven. I am thankful. I will make the most of it. I do not really care anymore. I will not get to witness any of it. Why are you giving it to me then? It was etched into the cosmic wheel. Oh, because I said I wanted knowledge. Oh, I see. I said I wanted knowledge, so that is what I'm getting. It's one of the prices where it was etched in the cosmic wheel. I can only obey. Because I wanted power, knowledge, or romance. And I received that from her. Okay, I see. I also want you to have this. Oh. Abandon flesh, abandon sinew, thou art no more sin. Thou art now my magic. That is a really heavy duty thing. The coppersmith costs a lot of magic to make that. Thank you. This is a super arcana. Any card created with this image will allow you to access more readings than a regular card. How did you, even if you believe me a farce, the gods truly speak to me? They told me about the new deck you are crafting. This custom deck, it suits your arts better than the limited tarot. So my decision to have you exiled has paid off in the end. So what? Did you expect me to thank you? I expect nothing. I am dead. This will be the last time we speak. Do you wish to say anything else to me before my departure? I guess she's not as bad as she seems, though I don't like her, but she did really put a lot of this into place, so thank you, I guess. You are welcome. Anything else? No, you made many of us miserable. I made you stronger. I will leave now. Wait, any last advice? No, goodbye. Okay, fine. I thought I'd play nice and I might get more stuff, so it was worth a shot. Are you all right? I'm still processing. Why? This is too much responsibility. I shouldn't toy with people's fates, or even worse, their pasts. I concede that you are messing with the past is somewhat unsettling. But the future? Pfft. Aren't we all messing with each other's lives all the time anyway? You just happen to have the upper hand. I don't know. More than that, as the sole possessor of this talent, you have the responsibility to use it. You have the power to change this universe for the better. Own it. Maybe you have a point there. Some individuals lead covens. Some others run societies. Some beings can eat whole galaxies. I mean, I have the power to grant wishes. Own your talents, Fortuna. You're right, but these cards, it's not like I have total control over the readings. There's chance involved in the shuffling. What if a card only offers me tragic outcomes? You'll have to face some tough decisions, sure, but it's just like the rest of us. Sometimes there are no good outcomes. You have a talent for putting a spin on dire situations, don't you? I've found myself stuck between a rock and a hard place too many times. I have a knack for looking on the bright side for my own sake. That's really human of you, or that's really behemoth of humans. I was here first. As I said, a true reality spinner. Adana told you, reality is modified by consciousness. I may be a master of that. In any case, I may need some time before I feel ready to read cards again. Nonsense. I need you back in the game as soon as possible. Do you want me to look into what was bothering you then? Well. Ooh, I have knowledge. Is it about Gloria, the first witch? Heh, yes, I told you, you granted me knowledge. I'm smart now. How did you... It's Adana's eye. Or better said, it's the water contract we sealed together. It's already activated. It's offering me knowledge. I can fully access it. It feels like a waterfall of ideas behind my mind. And sometimes something jumps out of the water. So you wanted to ask about Gloria? That's right. Gloria is my first love. I spent many universes without loving a single being. Suddenly, she came into existence. Or better put, she ascended. Gloria is the first woman who left the mortal plane behind and became a witch. She is the inventor of magic, which is basically exploiting a universe's rules. I've never met a single entity as full of love and ideas as Gloria, and I had the privilege of being loved by her. I wanted to ask you what had become of her. Before, I was afraid of what I'd find. but now I'm afraid of what you'd write. I promise I will look for the best possible reading, or writing. Alright. I granted you this deck. We might as well go all the way in. I got you, partner. So, I don't totally get the whole thing where I'm writing things that already happened. Like, I understand writing the future, but how do I write the past if something did happen to Gloria? Am I just, like, changing it, or what? We'll find out. Also, while you're at it, what do you say we try and reshape the Coven's stance on behemoths? That's not a bad idea. But what if we find what's in the cards isn't good? I don't think there's anything worse than being forbidden and hunted. You're right. Okay, let's put this deck to use. Let's see. We want to look into how the Coven deals with behemoths. And let's see what has become of Gloria, the First Witch. Please let it be something good. I'll do my best. The rest is in the hands of the deck. Shuffly, shuffly. Oh no, the Cosmic Horror. I shouldn't have made this one. That's a bad omen. Okay. I feel like this is what happened to Gloria, and I'm sorry, Gloria. So I can make them, rekindle the passion of the relationship, but I feel like this omen is definitely telling me we're going to find her corpse. You will meet Gloria again, but it is with her corpse that you'll get to speak one last time. How dare you kill her, witch? Ooh. Okay, I've never seen him make that face. That's a little scary. I will never forget this. Abramar, don't get mad at me, please. This is where the deck guided me, and Gloria has lived for eons. It's only natural her flame will wither. I don't care. She was meant to be eternal. This is your maker, you ungrateful animal. Oh no, I've turned him against me. And really, I did pick that because there were like less awful options, and that's the one I picked. So I'm the worst. Abramar, please. You will get to see her one last time. She will come to say goodbye. Everything is going to be all right. I just love her so much. I only wanted her to be happy. I didn't care if I never got to see her again. Now you've doomed her. I did doom her. I really did. Everything always is meant to vanish. That's what makes life so important. Not us, behemoth. We are cursed to be witnesses of entropy. Why, Fortuna? Why did you have to write this? I'm sorry, okay? I'm not really that sorry, but okay. We witches don't age, but we can die. In a reality full of endless possibilities, we are bound to end. I'm gonna die. I gave up my mortality. What's so bad about being mortal, okay? Maybe you can be mortal. Maybe that's your ending. I guess you're right. Gloria, be strong. Do not pity me. You can't understand. Serves me right for putting Gloria's fate in the hands of a being this young. Let's move on. I needed those fire magic tokens too. Oh no, judgment test, rivalry, tragedy, more bad cards. Why did I make these bad cards? Okay, so I get to choose what fate I want, and the Coven can relax in their politics regarding behemoths and judge them in case by case. I can get him rule the Coven, but with how pissed he is at me right now, absolutely not. Behemoths are too dangerous, they'll always be forbidden, or they will coexist in harmony. I think they will coexist in harmony. No, just why not? I gotta do something positive after I gave that really terrible cosmic horror reading. That is delicious. Oh, I'm scared. I shouldn't have done that. I can't believe it's going to be as easy as that. You are the most terrifying witch I've ever met. A single sentence to solve all our problems. I still have trouble picturing this actually happening. It feels weird now, being aware that whatever comes out of my mouth will come true. Although it's always been like that, I guess. What were the other options? Oh no, he knows about my multiple options. I'd rather not say. Feels like I'd corrupt the reading if I reveal them. Oh no, he knows about all my options. It's like he can read my mind. I feel so exposed. Understood. Thank you, Fortuna. This means a lot. Not once in the history of this universe has anyone ever done so much for a behemoth. I did kill your girlfriend. This wasn't just for you. Peaceful coexistence will be good for everyone. Like me, so I don't get, killed. Of course. I am thankful anyway. You're welcome. Your deck feels way more dangerous now. I doubt I'll ever subject myself to your divination again. In all the universe I've existed in, nothing has ever made me feel so fragile. You must use these powers wisely, I beg of you. Whoa, I never expected to get a behemoth to beg. This is serious indeed. This is not a laughing matter, Fortuna. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one who's always teasing when it comes to life or death issues. Got a taste of my own medicine, huh? Now I see it's not funny. Please, accept my apologies. Come on, don't be so uptight. I've got your back. Sure. Except I killed your girlfriend. I'm sorry. Look, you've got mail. Right, let's see. First, I'm making a new card for my crazy powerful deck. Feel like I'm rocking a, magic infect death touch deck. Like, oh, you attack me? Death touch. I feel different. Adina's eyes pulsing inside my skull. Ew, ew. Okay, I feel as though I could see beyond the pictorial representation of Arcana. Maybe I could spend a little magic to peek behind the cosmic curtain. I mean, I don't really want to study. That's a waste of magic. I want to make cards. Okay, I'm gonna pick the really scary one. And then I just barely have enough magic to do one more thing. I do have enough to use this one, but I'm really kind of scared to waste those together. Should I waste, put all my eggs into one basket? I'm really scared. I'm doing it. I'm wasting so much of my magic on this. Okay. I feel like I'm wasting a bunch of stuff. But okay, there's a sketchy tower and it's gonna be about, I don't know. I doubt anyone else is gonna do something this weird. I guess all my eggs are in one little basket and he only has one arm, which is fine. Okay, we're just gonna call it good. This is the weird card where I put all my little blood chickens in one cauldron. The projectionist. Consciousness of the many selves. Courage to pay the highest price to achieve your dreams. They will kill your heart to save your kin. The mother's pin cloth stimulates purpose and emotion. There's a whole lot of stuff. You can tell this thing's a hot mess. It's a total hot mess. But courage to pay the highest price to achieve your dreams. The will to kill your heart to save your kin. That is why I gave up my immortality. This is me sacrificing my immortality to save my loved ones. Yeah, I don't have enough to create a new card. That's fine. Okay, what I will do, I do have 2 people to summon. So, dear Fortuna, are you alright? I have some difficult news to share with you. Let me know when I can come visit. Or, Fortuna, did you hear the old kick the bucket? Let's celebrate. Come on, Dahlia. I'll invite Dahlia over because I like her better than Jasmine. Adana is dead! Let's go out and celebrate. No, I can't. Why not? That hag is out. Rules. My freedom is in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader. Then I'll become later. My first order of business will be to ban exile. I wish. No, I mean it. I'm running for office, Fortuna. Oh wow, really? I can't picture you running the Coven, to be honest. I thought you despised that kind of responsibility. Well, I'd be planning on leaving the Coven and starting my own clan of warrior witches. Oh my god, I did predict that. Now here's an opportunity to change the direction of our community without having to abandon you all. It won't be a Coven of warriors, but I sincerely believe I can make life better for all of our sisters. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan. Follow me and I shall deliver freedom and happiness. You're even more energetic than usual. I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me. Let's rule the Coven together. Why don't you tell me about your plans first? Of course. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment. Don't you think I'm a dumb witch? I have a solid plan. I've done some research and the 5 pillars of our Coven's laws are judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Okay, judgment is how we decide who f***ed up and what to do with the Coven. Law enforcement is how we punish those who f***ed up. Forbidden arts is how we deal with dangerous stuff. Mortal affairs is how we deal with people, animals, and everything non-magical. Witch duties is basically what every sister has to do for the Coven. Now, Adana has basically all f*** you I rule, f*** you I exile you, f*** you dangerous stuff, f*** mortals, and well, f*** you. I want to change things radically. Try a new system, more open and inclusive. Judgment will be held between all members of the Coven. All important issues will be solved after hearing everyone's input, then celebrating referendum. It's feasible since our Coven has less than 100 members right now. There won't be law enforcement. All issues will be solved amicably between affected parties. Isn't that a bit naive? What if they can't reach an agreement? We'll submit the case to the arbitrage office. I don't see why we need additional enforcement since we have the magical pact already. I see. Following that line of thought, there won't be any forbidden arts. I believe that banning things begets temptation. It's better to share knowledge and educate witches about its implications. Yeah, it's like book banning. It's better to talk about it. Like if you're gonna ban something because it's too mature or has bad behavior or something, then talk to the person reading it about how it's bad. Like that action is bad, not the book is bad. Then about mortal affairs, I believe we should cut all ties with mortals. No! This may seem radical, but I believe we are way too privileged to dare. I skipped that. Oops. We have a whole universe to toy with. As for witch duties, instead of asphyxiating quarterly controls, I say we set a magical tax to pool resources for the Coven. Any witch could go about her life however she wants, provided she shares a proportional part of the magic she draws from the cosmos. We'll use those resources to help newcomers or any sister in need, or to develop some ambitious communal project. That basically sums it up. Oh, there's a pressing matter too. We have to decide how to deal with Adana's corpse. We can either devour her or scatter her throughout the cosmos. Come again? Apparently, there's a lot of magic stored inside the corpse of a witch. If we literally eat her, we'll all become more powerful. But if we free her magic, a lot of women will be able to ascend to become witches. We could almost double our numbers. I firmly believe we should share her magic with the universe. We may become more powerful should we devour her, but there's a special strength hidden in diversity. More points of view and the clash of new wills will make us grow in more interesting ways. That pretty much sums up my stance. So, are you with me? Okay, listen, I don't agree with everything. I like a lot of it, like majority. I really do, Dahlia, but I can't. What? Why? Your program isn't up my alley. Is it that so? What exactly do you disagree with? Cutting ties with mortals. I'm sorry, I'm attached. Plus, I will be mortal? That's a problem. All beings are wonderful, and there's a lot to learn from mortality. That's a valid point of view, yes. I'll give it some thought. Setting our differences aside, I hope you can at least agree that we should make our coven more diverse. One of the things that matters the most to me is how we deal with Adana's corpse. I believe it is extremely important that we open the gates for more women to become witches. And because of that, I'd love if you met our most recent addition to the community. She's so new, she doesn't even have a name yet. Please, let her come to see you. You can help her find her way. She's gonna be my grandniece. And you'll get to see how diversity will make our coven richer too. It'll be my pleasure. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thank you so much. I'll be going now. I need to start putting a team together to deal with the campaign. See you. Bye, Dahlia. All right, I bet you she's gonna be running too. Let's invite Jasmine. Hello, Fortuna. I come with terrible news. I don't know how to say it. Adana is dead. You knew already? Yeah, I just met with her corpse. I got her eye. Is that true? What did she want? She was dealing with loose ends. Did she lift your sentence? I wish. She was only trying to justify herself, to leave this universe in peace, I guess. Poor Adana. My exile is now in the hands of whoever gets to rule next. About that, the first order of business is to decide how to deal with Adana's corpse. Yeah, Dahlia was here a couple minutes ago and she brought me up to speed. Oh, good. So basically, we have to decide whether to be fewer but stronger or weaker but more diverse. What's your stance on this? I believe we should devour her. Changing government and all, I believe that it's just not the best time to receive that many new trainees. There's already enough turmoil in having to establish a new direction. We need to be stronger than ever for the sake of our sisters. I see. And speaking of that, I'm running for leader. Oh no, how did I know? He was all making me pick who I liked better. Oh, congratulations and good luck. Thank you. I thought the Coven could do some tender loving care after Adana. That is true. Will you help me with your divination, Fortuna? Can I count on your support? Tell me about your program. But of course, sorry. Right. Now there are 5 pillars in the rule set of our Coven. Judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Blah, blah. Okay, it's also the executive branch, tackling where the Coven is going and how we deal with major events. Right now, we have runic judgment. Basically, it was Adana consulting with the gods. I believe we shouldn't leave witch law in the hands of exogenous forces. My proposal is that the judgment should be in the hands of the oldest 4 members of the Coven, in agreement with the leader. The 5 wisest. Okay. Then there's law enforcement. Right now, witches who put the Coven in jeopardy are sent to exile for a variable amount of time depending on the severity of their actions. And it's truly horrible. My proposal here is that witches accumulate warnings depending on the severity of their transgressions. And eventually, should they fail to change their behavior, they will be expelled from the Coven. No witch should endure what you're going through, Fortuna. Letting witches go find a new Coven that's a better fit is a more humane solution in my opinion. Then there's the forbidden arts. That's how we deal with hazardous magic and knowledge, such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, and so on. Right now, when the Coven determines something could put our community at risk, we ban it. And I believe it should stay this way, so no changes on that front for my part. Next point, mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans and other lesser beings. Adana determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated for witches' convenience. I don't like that at all. I don't believe in any soul to be a lesser being to begin with. I believe we have the responsibility to protect and guide mortal societies. We have the power to better their lives, so we must do so. And last but not least, there are the witch duties. This defines what members' obligations to the Coven are. Right now, we have the infamous quarterly controls, and should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose their membership. I propose a policy of zero vigilance, to trust that a member of our Coven will always strive to better our community. Contributions should be at every witch's own pace and discretion. Oh, there's the issue regarding what to do with Adana's corpse. I say we should devour her and become stronger. That's basically sums it up. What do you think? Can I count on your support? Sorry, but no. Huh? Why not? Your program is not up my alley. Fine. You don't have to make up your own mind right now, but I'll work hard during the campaign so I can gain your trust and your vote. Listen, there's someone I would like you to meet. Maybe she'll make you more sympathetic to our cause. Dornish, the mathematician witch. She also believes we should devour Adana and become stronger. Dornish is the oldest and wisest witch in our Coven, after Adana. I'm sure she can make a strong case for why we should absorb our former leader's corpse. Sure, tell her to pay me a visit. For now, I should be leaving. There are a lot of people I need to meet to get my campaign in motion. Take care. Do your best. Yeah, the smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario to, quite literally, play our cards. Things could get messy from this point on, yeah. How do you feel about politics? It's a necessary pain in the ass. That's how I feel. Yeah, I see how they could become suffocating for a mortal. Too many hows and whys. I think it's important to stay in touch to a degree if you don't want to be insensitive to the status of your community, but I sure hate many things about it. I get it. What are your plans for these elections then? Why have you decided not to support either of them? No, it's none of these reasons. It's because I don't like their stances and I would make a better leader. But that's not my only reason. My reason is because I do not agree with them. I do not agree with either party. And if I have to pick, I'm gonna pick Dahlia. But I am the better leader because then I can do whatever stance I want to. Boom. Oh, wow. I like you so much. You always mean business. Are you planning on running for leadership yourself then? I don't know if that's possible from exile, but if I get the chance, you bet your ass I will. Fantastic. I'd love to witness the kind of leader you become. I'm a good leader. Yeah, I'm curious too. You are strong and smart. You'd make a great leader. Thanks. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about being a writer and not a reader. I'm scared. I'm scared about how they would react, but I'm also afraid myself. No. I think that it is because I want to do more readings, and if they knew I was writing their future or their past, absolutely not let me do it. So it's to manipulate them, obviously. I'm still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do about it. I don't feel any different, but the pressure is immeasurable. I see. I'm afraid too. Yeah, because I killed your girlfriend, but I'm here with you because I killed your girlfriend. I can help you get through this, Fortuna. Whoa, are you so afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side? Huh, you wish, witch. Jokes aside, I already told you that this is the first time I've ever encountered throughout my many existences something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy that feeling. Makes me feel alive. I wouldn't mind partaking in that thrill. Why don't you write yourself some courage? Okay, I'll draw myself a card. You triple dog dare me. Wait. I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card ripe with fire magic and you end up in a bad place? A seer wouldn't be scared of their own deck. I'm already giving up my immortality. I'll do it. Aren't you afraid of the consequences? Of course, but if I let fear dictate my actions, I would never have summoned you to begin with. Thrill seeker. You may be right. What exactly are you planning to ask anyway? Is it more of a request than a question? I want to demand that the deck submit to my will. It's not likely I'll ever stop using it, so I better tame it. You sure are something else. Let's see how this gamble of yours plays out. Should I save? Nah, we don't save, we commit. The Cosmic Wheel. Wait, that's not in my deck. That's not even in my deck. That's a little scary. I'm a little scared now. I'm like stroking my hair when I get nervous. The Cosmic Wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside its clockwork every piece of reality that is yet to be defined. It's not even in my deck. Oh no, there's only one option. The Cosmic Wheel has decided to manifest as a card and will allow me to envision every possible past or future. You summoned the f***ing Cosmic Wheel out of sheer willpower. Yeah, I guess I did. I think I'm in love. Good thing I killed your girlfriend then. Shut up. Well, how does it work? This card will be in my deck from now on. If I draw it, it'll allow me to access every possible outcome of a question. Oh, I like that. You didn't fully remove the element of chance then. That'd make divination pretty dull, right? What a lame thrill seeker you are. You're right. Congratulations. You never cease to amaze me. And I will continue to do so until I die in 60 years. Glad to see you're having fun. Speaking of fun, looks like you've got mail. 3 different ones. Oh my goodness. Do I have enough? No, I don't really have enough. No, don't go down there. I don't have enough to make new cards. Yo, Fortuna, the newcomer I told you about is ready to meet you. She doesn't even have a familiar yet, so I'm contacting you on her behalf. Say a word and I'll bring her to your place. I'm sorry to only contact you as a harbinger of bad news, but I need to meet with you to pass on a message from your friend, Gray. Oh no. For the attention of the witch Fortuna, our colleague Jasmine asked me to meet with you to explain the advantages of devouring a Donna and become stronger as a group. This is an important matter, so let me know when I can visit. At your earliest convenience, faithfully, June Raisha. Okay, I want to meet with Thea first, because I like Thea. What you gotta tell me, Thea? Hello again, Fortuna. How are you? Hello, Thea. Get on with the bad news already. Oh, of course. I wish it didn't have to be this way, but Graith broke the magical pact. Summoning a behemoth is not something any of us should overlook. I mean, I'm okay with it. I had to arrest her. No, why? Graith, this is horrible. I wish I could have done something about it. I could have, but I didn't have enough magic. I was greedy. I was terribly greedy with my magic. Come on, Fortuna, don't torture yourself like that. You wouldn't understand. What is there to understand? Is there something we're not aware of? Stop writing shit down. Leave me alone now, please. I like Thea. Don't be mean to Thea, Fortuna. Okay, I'm sorry. Before I leave, Graith wanted you to have something. Ooh. Terrors often roam the cosmos, unable to harm anyone until someone lets them in and they become the fears of the whole sisterhood. That's a strong one. Thank you. Take care, Fortuna. Thanks for that. Okay, I'm gonna meet with the young witch first and then the old witch. No, I'm gonna meet with the old witch first because I kind of want to see what this mathematician witch looks like. Oh, she's very ancient looking. I like it. Welcome. Wait, that's me. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to dealing with young witches, so first of all, excuse me if I say something too blunt or out of place. Don't worry, that introduction was polite enough. Good. You need to vote for Jasmine. I don't care for her program, really. It's just imperative that we eat Adonna's corpse. Whoa, I thought you came by to do some convincing, not just order me around. We are inches away from unlocking a whole new dimension of understanding. There will always be time to open the gates to more witches. Who knows? It is possible that if we ascend higher, we can directly grant illumination to anyone. That'd be very convenient, huh? I can expose some pretty solid arguments if I may. Be my guest. Do you mind if I summon a Fate Mancer's disc to calculate the chances of our interests will align? Ooh, I have knowledge. I love that I have knowledge. I know your disc's secret. And what might that be? Your invention is pretty convenient for any witch facing some kind of critical situation. What they don't know is that the disc is also recording everything, collecting information for you. That is true indeed. How did you learn about it? My third eye isn't just for looking. I believe you to be the first person to know. Please don't disclose it to the rest of the Coven, or you will deprive them of an essential tool. Alright. I understand, like, observational science and the need to have a lot of data points so that way you can, like, I get it. I have a statistics minor. I get what you're doing here. You probably just shouldn't lie about it. But yeah, gathering information so you have more significant data is very important. But don't you think this is, to say the least, unethical? Yes, that's my point. That is my point, Fortuna. Ethics lose all meaning when you spend a decade trapped inside the dungeons of Inquisition. I need to gather as much information as possible for the betterment of my holistic formula. I won't disclose any secrets if that is what you're worried about. Still, the mere knowledge of your peers' issues is a clear violation. That's irrelevant. Those are the ethics of the privileged. When you're faced with death, when you become a survivor, it's all about the results. How about you summon a minister of secrets at least, so you could possibly disclose any sensitive information? I don't see it as necessary, but I will if that keeps you from sabotaging my project. It'll make me feel better, yeah. Understood. Do you mind if I summon a disc anyway? Sure, give me the disc. I know I'm being recorded. The first thing I want to use is to demonstrate the advantages of harnessing power in a present. I learned that you crafted your own cards using Arcana. With enough power, you could create your own and not be limited to the ones found in a grimoire. Here. Ooh, okay. The lone survivor of the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow, so named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. Okay, I really should study some of these. While I was at the mercy of the Inquisition, I met a penitent pilgrim. He didn't say anything, but he left a lasting impression on me. Using my holistic formula, I captured his essence in the form of a super arcana for you to use in your divination. Think about the possibilities if you were able to etch any element of the cosmos that marked you into a card. Is that enough reason to keep more witches from ascending? It feels too egotistical. I'm aware that for someone as intelligent as you, flattery won't be enough. Oh, I keep pressing the button. I get all jumpy. Tell me a demonstration of my power. Oh, thrilling. What do you have in mind? Thanks to my understanding of the holistic formula, I made myself immune to fate. Sorry I laughed. It sounds way too ludicrous. Then go ahead, read my fortune. Throw me your meanest card. It'll be my pleasure. But wait, my formula may damage your deck in the process, or you still want to go through with it. I'm knowledgeable. You're planning to dispel my card, aren't you? Is there a way to get a hold of one of those magnificent third eyes of yours? I mean, if you consume the corpse, maybe. Would you like me to help you find one through my divination? That sounds tempting, but as I told you, I am immune to the arts of fate. Not much of a perk right now, huh? It's alright, I have my own ways. Even at the cost of a card, do you still want me to demonstrate? I believe it'll be a very valuable lesson. I don't want to give up one of my valuable cards, especially if they take my bartender. I will be so upset. I'm like getting antsy just thinking about it. I know I'm supposed to be like high risk personality right now, but I don't want her to get rid of one of my cards. Fine, I will get rid of one of my cards. I still need you to ask a question of sorts to effectively draw a card. And who knows, maybe you'll be surprised. I won't, but I'll play along. Is there a way for you to effectively access my fate? So you're basically challenging me, huh? I'm offering us both growth. Here we go. Oh no, I like this card. I don't want to. She's gonna get rid of it. You are going to destroy this card. Shit, so there's no way around it. I'm afraid not. Could you just not destroy it? Lesson learned? That would be paradoxical. But if you dispel it, are you effectively following fate? That is true. We can call it a draw if you like. But I'm going to dispel that card. No! Dang it. No, you haven't just dispelled the card. You obliterated a lot of time I invested in its art. Yeah, a lot of time. Don't worry, the arcana and the energy you spent on it will go back to your grimoire. Now they can become something new. That's the beauty. But I liked it. It wasn't bad. It was like a battlefield in the lost fallen hero. Fine. I see the beauty in it, yes. That pleases me. Most young witches have too much animosity towards entropy. It's only after embracing entropy that we can fully access growth and regeneration. It can still be a pain in the ass, though. That duality is what makes it the most beautiful thing. I have one more gift. I'd love for you to explore the blessings of entropy. This is a special dark matter serum distilled using the holistic formula. Add it to your cauldron and it'll allow you to dispel cards. That way, you will be able to recover the arcana and energy you used and create greater room for experimentation and thus growth. Okay, I see your point. I'll treasure it. Don't. Just use it. Are you saying my cards suck? It was a figure of speech. So a lot of them do go together, I think. Words aren't excluded from the power of entropy. Keep that in mind. Understood, thank you. So, are you more prone to devour and embrace her gifts? It still doesn't outweigh getting new sisters, because I'm gonna be mortal, you don't know that, and I would like to ascend again. Shame. Jasmine will be disappointed, but I'll give you time. You are still young. Experiment with entropy. Sure, I'll be leaving now. Wait, what about the Fate-Mancer's disc? Did it work? Are we friends now? I don't do friends. Who knows? Only time will tell. So that's how it is, huh? Well, you let me know if you suddenly feel the urge to join forces. Likewise. Oh wait, other way around. Other voices, whatever. Farewell, Fortuna. She doesn't even need anything to ride on. Quite a character, that June Raisha. Kinda liked her. She's very into statistics. I sympathize with her. She has that kind of look only a behemoth can recognize. What do you mean? Those eyes. You only get them when you manage to peek behind the curtain. They evoke a calm dread, if that makes any sense. I can picture myself getting there at some point if I keep delving into the mysteries of this deck. Maybe, maybe not. You are too stubborn for that. Hey, I'm not that obstinate. If anything, I see you acquiring the presence of a master. It requires a special kind of confidence to invoke that. Oh, thank you. Only idiots and erudites manage to get there, and I'm still on the fence about which one you are. Obviously an idiot. Haha, very funny. By the way, that dark matter serum is quite the asset. You think so? Of course, your first cards bear the innocence of the student. That's very romantic and all. But as you develop your expertise, you can recraft those into a more knowledgeable way. I suggest you try it out. Add just a drop to your cauldron over there, and you'll get to dispel a card and recover the arcana and the energy you sealed into them. Maybe I'll give it a try. It's going to be tough to part ways with those nice pieces of art though. Maybe. You won't be able to reduce your deck size below 4 cards anyway. You've grown too powerful for that. Your divination won't be able to withstand a reading with less than 4 cards at this point. The omnipotent paradox. Haha. More or less, yeah. I'll leave you to it. I will get rid of this one because I don't like it. It's a hot mess. We will dispel. And we will also, the cosmic horror honestly kind of bothers me, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. And we will get rid of burning the witch with the golem. That one is just terrible. I don't mind my other cards, they're fine. But let's go build some new ones. All right, don't ask me what this is supposed to mean, but it's a very earthy, airy, like happy card, I assume. The Gladiolus Breeze. The prairie grants a space for meditation. The magical harvest is meant to be shared. Harvest builds communities. The oracle offers the strongest seed of a strain. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. So guide, discovery, determination, rightfulness, justice, support, and success. So it's very similar to this one. Can I study my bar? I gotta study the bar. O ancient eye of our former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Yeah, tell me about the bar. Community plus water. Understanding the complexity of a herd of beating hearts. Desire plus water is passion, unhinged thirst, true friendship, unbound power, the realization of potential. So this one, I can study this one. Let me study. So protection plus water is the recipe for wellness. Community and water is the understanding, and water plus water is the unbound power. Okay, I need to know if this one's useful at all. I can't even study it, dang it. Oh, that one's everything. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Because I have that, I literally know everything. I don't need to waste a bunch of, things. So I don't read instructions. If you guys have been here, you know I don't read instructions. So we're just gonna make a new card. We have a whole lot of fire. So I think what we're gonna do is do the hyper giant again, but let's not, I want this person, the burning passion. And then I guess I'll do the loincloth thing again. I mean, it's not the most exciting card ever, but we'll call it good. Maybe like that. There we go. What does that get me? Raging soulmate. See, this is what I was going for. The energy of the star is fierce, a love too intense, on the verge of turning into hatred, in need of finding a partner, a pain that can beget isolation. The mother's pith cloth stimulates purpose and emotion. Deception, the unknown, introspection, determination, rightfulness, rejection, bad omen, yearning, passion, and happiness. Wait a second. Still a bad omen? I didn't want to put that under a bad omen. Fine. Okay, so we're going to use the demonic desert lands, and we're going to try and tone down the fire with some water. So we're going to add we're doing demons, so we're going to do like the little dominatrix girl, and we will use this secret vase thing and call it good. All right, my cards are getting more and more erratic, but we got the little dominatrix girl at the graveyard temple with the eel of secrets. So we'll see what that does. Says, who needs instructions? Sensual steam. The White Sands cursed this card. This fairy is a gateway to corruption, but also strength. The Duchess is a master of desire and power dynamics. The Minister of Secrets veils the inner truth of the heart. Temptation, yearning, passion, leadership, purpose, and courage. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not bad for a red card. Yes, I will take the newcomer. It is. Is that, who is this? Is someone that like showing me when they ascended? They were just in an elevator and then boom, you're a witch. Oh, I'm supposed to click on that. Me, I look like shit. I don't know why I even bothered to go shopping if I don't feel like eating. I guess my future self will thank me when I get stoned tonight. Today is my birthday. Should I have gotten myself a cake or whatever? I'll put a candle on a hot dog or something. Will Denaton release a new game soon? It'll be way too long since Hotline Miami 3. Maybe I can start another run of Elden Ring too. I don't know why I even get up in the morning. Life doesn't make any sense. I don't make any sense. How does everyone else manage not to hate themselves? I wish I was brave enough to drop out of uni. I don't even like computer science. God, I'd rather kill myself than go to work in an office. I'd rather not work at all. I wish there was a way to stop existing altogether. I mean, we'll need to talk about this, but there is. It's not enough that I have to live trapped in this body. I can't even leave the dome to escape everyone. Oh, the dome. I wish I was born before the dome era. It's time for another super bacteria to come and sweep us all away again. Hey, I did not predict that. I did not. I'm sure that with my luck, I'd be among the survivors. I hope those idiots don't ask me to hang out today for my birthday. I don't feel like seeing anyone. I forgot the toilet paper. Surprise! Come on, guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Dead name. Happy birthday to you. Why is my name Dead Name? Woo! Why do you have a horse head on? Happy birthday. Did we surprise you? Come on, make a wish. I wish. Don't even say it out loud or it won't come true. Okay. In that case, blow out the candles and become a witch. Oh, welcome. I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I don't know. Oh, that's fine. I guess you're still figuring things out. Yes. First I need to come to terms with being in outer space and having become a witch. That's right. You're a witch now, girl. How do you know I'm a woman? Only women can become witches, so there's no doubt about it. Everyone seems to be clearer than me on everything. I haven't even had the chance to get out of the closet myself, but everyone here keeps addressing me as a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather if we switch back to masculine pronouns? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm just angry it didn't happen all on my terms. Well, you have an eternity ahead of you to enjoy your true self. I guess I should be celebrating, but I can't still picture myself out of this ugly beard and hoodie. I believe I can help you with that if you'd like. What do you have in mind? Some kind of glow up? You'll be the one doing the transition. I'll just offer some guidance. It's not very different from what all of us witches had to go through. None of us ascended into these cool robes and hats. I'm an engineer. I wouldn't even know where to begin with designing an outfit. It'll come to you, trust me. Shall we perform a rite? I did it for my sister once. You can relax. This is a pretty cool moment in a witch's life. I'm in your hands, whatever. First of all, I'm going to summon a Fate Mancer's disc to check on our chances of success with the ritual. Chances of success? Does this mean I can fail? Not really. It'll just mean you'll take more time to figure out your witch identity, but it'll come to you in time. Great. Just try to enjoy it. Sure. What do I have to do? There are many ways to go about this. My favorite one is making some tea. I'm going to interview to try to find some elements that are fundamental to your essence. Then we'll pour them into this teapot and brew a cathartic infusion. Huh, that sounds so surreal. But sure, I'm game. It can be pretty delicious. A good friend of mine taught me this method, and now I won't go about it any other way. I'm kind of envious, since it's something a witch can only taste before transitioning. Are you ready? Of course. Interview the shit out of me. Question. Tell me about yourself. That's not a question, Fortuna. What to say about myself. What do you like to do? A bit of your background. Whatever you think is essential to your being. When I was about 10 years old, I saw a boar trample a friend to death during a school trip. That is oddly specific. It's the first thing that came to my mind. I find myself thinking about it too often whenever my mind's idle. Of course, let it flow. I like electronic music, video games, spicy food, Western movies, and gardening. Oh, gardening can be a great asset. Gardening can be a great asset for a witch. Well, I mostly grew marijuana and chili peppers. Is there pot in space? There is everything in the universe. But recreationally speaking, there's way better stuff you can get a hold of now, being a witch and all. Nice. I could do with some of that. Sure, I'll set you up with a friend of mine. Did you do anything creative? Not really. Maybe cooking. I love cooking, but it's too often I find myself too depressed to cook anything at all. Well, you have all the time in the world now. Sure. So did you find out anything useful? Let's add that childhood trauma of yours. Why did I even say that? I'm sure it came to mind for a reason. I say we go with your more instinctive reaction. All right. Question. What would you dream of doing as a witch? I don't know. What does a witch typically do? Eat children and curse towns? No? Well, not typically. You can do whatever you want. Some of us take care of magical gardens. Some others craft daggers. Some others organize cosmic orgies. Myself, I dabble in divination. I don't know. I just want to have fun, make some true friendships, visit different places. I felt trapped for too long in my apartment. I want to be free. You can do all of that outside of your occupation. Any crafts you might be interested in? I don't know. I was preparing myself to become a computer engineer. I also enjoy growing stuff, so making potions. Or maybe an explorer. Any excuse to visit lots of cool places. I see. What to add to your vocation? Honestly, I could see them as a traveling merchant. The traveling part sounds fun, but I don't know if I have the charisma to become a merchant. You do. We witches all have charisma. I'd say one can't ascend without the necessary charisma. Comes with a package. Once you found your true self, I'm sure you'll be radiant. I hope so. Alright, I think I can picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. Nice. Question. What would your ideal aesthetic be? Ugh, I don't know. I don't have a single clue. Definitely not this. Use your instincts. Pour out any keywords that come to mind. I don't know. What could be the opposite of this? I'm too embarrassed to say anything out loud, to be honest. I'm not comfortable speaking so openly about how I'd like to look. Take your time. Something flashy? Sexy? Oh shit, what am I saying? I feel like any look would be too big for me to fill. I want to feel good about myself, but I also don't want to overdo it. A witch isn't capable of overdoing her looks. You met Dahlia, right? Fuck yes, but she was one hell of a woman. You're one hell of a woman too. I don't feel so ready to own that. Okay, how about this? Something empowering. I'd love that. Do you really think I could pull it off? I don't have any doubt. Okay, let's go with empowering then. I have enough. Let's pour you a cup. The odds on that disc of yours aren't as high as I'd like them to be. They're good enough. Fill the rest with your willpower. You can do this. Alright, let's drink this. Cheers. I messed up. Oh my goodness, you look amazing. Do I? Yes, you are stunning. Can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself. Yes. I feel weightless. This is amazing, Fortuna. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. How can I ever repay you? You just became the best witch you can be. Enjoy it. You can count on it. Can you feel it now? Your calling? Yes. I am the Peppermancer. That is so cool. What are your powers about? I don't know yet. Something spicy, that's for sure. I need to find a fitting name for this persona, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do from now on. So many questions. I feel anxious and excited. I can help you out with that. My specialty is helping witches dealing with questions using my deck. Oh, Dahlia told me about that. I was kind of bummed when you decided to brew some tea instead of letting me see your deck. So yes, please, I'd love to see your cards in action. It'll be my pleasure. I propose we look into what role you'll play in the Coven, so you can form a better picture of where to direct your training. Yep, that's cool. Also, what do you say we look into the future to see what you'll call yourself, so you can start using your name right away? Yes, please. I can't go by Unentitled Witch Project forever. Nice. Anything else you want to ask while we're at it? I'm fine with just that. Let's leave some room for discovery. Very well. Now focus on these questions while I shuffle my deck. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I need my cards. Ooh. We're gonna go with the name. We're going with Cassia, the Peppermancer. Whoa, Cassia. Sounds so alien to me. It feels like stealing a name from the identity database or something. But I like it a lot. I'll do my best to live up to this name. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You're welcome, Cassia. Okay, and they better not be running for leader. Okay, I hate to be kind of greedy, but you will grow a special variety of spicy peppers known as truth chili, and they will become an essential item in the upcoming elections. Ooh, that sounds really cool. Very cool indeed. It sounds like you're going to be pretty busy, given our current political climate. That is just perfect. Some business is just what I need to keep my mind off the astral mess I've gotten myself into. I'm eager to learn the ropes of witchcraft. You better get ready for a crash course. Totally. I'm supposed to grow some peppers, and I don't even have a home or a garden yet. You should talk with Jasmine about that. She's a gardener too. I'm sure she can set you up with a nice cosmic parcel. Perfect. I'll go and meet her after this meeting. Thank you so much. You're welcome. How did you like my divination? Super cool. You've got a great talent. Although I'm not sure if I'll resort to it again anytime soon. There's something dreadful in becoming aware of fate's existence and knowing you can't escape it. Not that you're to blame, don't get me wrong. I am to blame. I'm totally to blame. Yeah, it can cause that effect. I'm sure I'd lose it if I had a talent like yours. So tempting and so scary at the same time. I'll stick to the peppermancy. Ha, it can be maddening at times, yes. What are you planning to do now? Dahlia wanted to introduce me to more people, and now I feel ready for it, thanks to you. Happy to hear that. Please come and visit me anytime. I will. Goodbye. Ooh, look at that skirt and the flames. Cassia's awesome. Okay, now what? Do I have enough? Yeah, I can make another card. We're gonna do this one dock though. I don't know what this card is, but it's fine. It is a lot of vengeance and destruction. The long goodbye. See, that's what I was thinking. A tide of salt and melancholy, never surrendering. On an everlasting quest, the trident pierces through magic and makes it bleed emotion. The flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Introspection, courage, and power. Is that too watery? It's fine. It's fine. I'm learning. And now I have another little person thingy. Patrice! Fortuna, not cool I had to learn you can get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you're aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk. Patrice. Duh, I need to talk to Patrice like ASAP. Oh, she's still got my food truck. An inquiry into values. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 a piece. But during those times, it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war, back in Spain. He didn't have time to teach me much, besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. You sure do, beautiful. I'll make some tomorrow. What do you say? Yes. Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay. Why did you come to the US? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee to France with me and your Auntie Fortuna to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the US. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply different. Are there any fascists in the US? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we gonna do, Grandma? Don't worry about it, I'll protect you all. Yaya, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here, where she died? I've told you 1,000 times, your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, Yaya, I'm old enough already. But it is true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva. She gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night there was this beautiful meteor shower. So the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She always had special power. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's all right. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. Oh, Patrice! Yay! Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? I didn't know I had to report my every movement to you. I'm kind of being a brat. Oh, don't worry. You've made that clear numerous times throughout multiple existences. What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on. I've explained this to you many times already. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although not even our mom intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Ugh, not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and cordial conversation? Ugh, fine. Are you still checking on all your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple of generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. Why am I emotional? And I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy, but at some point it lost all meaning, just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. I know you too well. Frick. How's Juliet doing? Are you still together? Ah, no, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Whoa, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time. But I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. The irony of immortality. How's work? Weird. Not that attractive right now. Why's that? I may put the detective work on hold for a while. With the upcoming elections, I've been getting a lot of unsavory requests. I'm not in the mood for digging up dirt or spying on people. Not for a third party, at least. What do you mean, a third party? Well, we'll get to that in a bit. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Okay, enough catching up. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. Abramar, show yourself. I have no secrets from my sister. Holy Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? She's so mad. Look at her face. Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean it talks? We behemoths invented language. And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. Survive? This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years alone on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who could blame you, really? Adana. We have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors. See if I can get you in the running. Patrice? What? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want to get you involved. Nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did. I literally made her a witch. I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Wait, what? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What? You're sorry now? What is going on? Oh shit, your bone cancer. Oh shit, oh my life. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What is going on? I'm no reader, I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Adana's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future, I'm deciding it, forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You were not responsible for my fate, no matter the forces behind it. I gave you cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then, you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying, and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. She has a point. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Listen, I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. Or we're not down on our thing. I haven't met a single witch that isn't overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch. So what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it. Like that spider guy that Eva liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. Oh, it doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No! Come on. We all have an expiry date. Even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice, you know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was mortal. It was weird, but I missed that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. All right. Here we go again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. Oh, I love this card. It's perfect for my sister. This is the perfect card. Okay, you're destined to go out in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. You will fall in love with a mortal poet and forsake your powers to be able to live and age next to them. You will ascend one more time. You will become a goddess of inspiration and will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. Okay, the world sucks, so I don't exactly want her to be a mortal poet and forsake all her powers. And I don't think that Patrice wants to ascend to a higher plane. So I think she's going to go out in a cosmic orgy with her essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. I didn't want to pick it, but I feel like that's what would make her the most happy because the Earth sucks right now with all the domes. So I don't want to send her back down there, but I don't want to send her up higher. Nice, very nice. This is more than makes up for giving me cancer. You'll never stop giving me for that now, huh? Can you amend the reading to add some witches from the Machina cult to the orgy? You gotta see their arms, sis. It doesn't work that way. The cards let me access a selection of possible futures and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope, I'm sorry, but if it didn't come up in the reading, then it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Well, that'll have to do then. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah? I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Ugh, here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. Me too! What? No, yes, I do want to. Fortuna, we want to. We want to. This is gonna happen. I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Adana died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you would receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, Dahlia and Jasmine are already running, so they called dibs on the seat or what? Things will get too tense if I decide to run too. They'll have to deal with it. For God's sake, we're all centuries old. I'd demand a certain degree of maturity from all of us. You have exactly the same right to run for leader. You know what? I've been thinking I'd make a better leader myself, because I have, but I didn't think I could pull it off from exile. That's fine, I'll help you. I'll do the heavy lifting. Are we really doing this? I'm excited. You bet. The universe better be ready for this pair of mean sisters. Let's do this. First order of business is to define a program. I'm gonna do some scouting and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we can stand on the hottest topics. Okay, this is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool, see you later. Bye. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. I'd say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So shit is getting real. Are you excited? After summoning a behemoth, this is child's play. This promises to be a fun ride, I see. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Yeah, I'll let them know before the race. I told you my friends are important to me. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the three of us didn't have the chance to meet just to hang out like old times, so do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry, she's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on, you have a behemoth on your side and you were planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. And spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favor, you know? Okay, I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval. Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. Let's go to the window. We have a new... Dear Fortuna, you want to see us, right? I'd love to get together before the race starts. Let me know it's a good time. I'll pick up Dahlia and we'll come over to your place. All right, let's bring them over. I wonder what I fly on. Oh, my buddies. Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got all three of us together. I don't know why those two were best friends. Is it because they were friends with me? I don't know why we didn't do this like, I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet magic life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Yeah, makes me so happy to see the two of you together. What did we do the last time? I remember you two came over to my garden. We had some delicious pastries that Fortuna baked herself. Oh, I remember. And we opened that bottle of swordfish liqueur I got from the Nomad Sky Caravan. Oh shit, I do remember now. We started to play that silly mortal game you taught us. Oh right, truth or dare. Yeah, it was all the rage among teenagers when I was a young mortal. Oh damn, then I dared you to read into the future of the Coven? Oh, that is how the incident started. Fucking Adana, this is all her fault. If you ask me, she got off lightly. Now it's up to us to clean up her fucking mess. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool, I'm more excited than anything. Oh, on the one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the Coven is going to be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven, and I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Just to be clear, I do think you'd make for a lovely leader, but playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. But aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Adana's more abusive politics and then put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Think about all the novices, all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided though. Think about when we had just ascended. We weren't in any shape to be making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that, I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I'm running for leader myself. What? Oh, there's shocked faces. Oh my, but aren't you exile? Patrice is gonna help me run the campaign. In fact, it was her who practically forced me into this venture. Okay, and what's your deal? I'm not really sure yet, but we still have to define our program. But my sister is dead set on having my divination at the helm of the new government. That'd be quite an asset, all right. Have you really thought this through? I doubt a criminal has much of a chance at leadership. Oh, I'm a criminal now. Whoa, that's a bit strong. I'm not a criminal, Jasmine. Part of the plan is becoming the next leader is to eradicate unfair punishments. So you actually wanted to meet us to declare war, huh? Not war, just I thought it'd be proper to let you know firsthand. I really think that no matter who wins, the future is bright. Yeah, that's what I like to think. But the stress of competing against you two is a bit overwhelming. Why don't we use this as an opportunity to promise that no matter what, we'll still be friends after the race is over? I said my friends were the most important thing to me, I'm pretty sure. No promises needed. I never had a doubt about it. Likewise, we will always be friends. Thank you. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. You won't. I love you. I love you too. I love you three. Fuck off. Okay, the next few weeks are about to get pretty busy. I'd better leave and start preparing my knives. Figuratively speaking, I understand. No, literally. I'm a daggersmith. That's what I do. No need to stab anyone, though. I hope. I hope! Okay, you two take care. Okay. See you soon. Take care, both of you. Bye. Thanks for coming. That's not awkward at all. Fortuna, everything is set to go. Get your in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll review the program and campaign plan. Patrice. Yeah, come on over, Patrice. I love that she is like a turtle. She's probably like super ancient as her familiar. How are you? Ready, focused. It's true, I'm very focused. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How did they take it? They didn't show it, but I know they weren't happy. It's only natural. They both wanted you on their side because they know how fundamental your talents are for this campaign. I'm sure they're terrified now knowing that you're running against them. Oh, I don't know. They're way more prepared than me. They're just bothered about the nuisance. You can't really be that naive. If we play our cards right, we're gonna sweep the polls. Maybe. Okay, allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents and I'll interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election Congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the community? Yes. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want to start with? You choose. All right, Dahlia then. Dahlia is not from Earth. On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anything else in the explored universe. Wait, she's not from Earth? She comes from the demonic desert lands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are the primary form of organization, even nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her not to be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing Coven's duties and responsibilities, distributing the Coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Whoa, how did you manage to get all that info in so little time? Please, I'm a detective, sis. This was barely scratching the surface. I didn't make her a detective. I don't even remember what the other job option was. Now focus. Her program is to achieve this. Judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community this compact, we should have to account for every member's input regardless of their background or preparation. Enforcement, none whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. Yeah, right. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the arbitrage office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical pact. Forbidden arts allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not banning. Cut all ties with mortals. Dahlia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. And magical tax. Have every member of the Coven share a percentage of their magical output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes that we should scatter the remains so witches can ascend. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost topic, I'd say. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? Expose her naivete. Faith and goodwill is ridiculous. Good one. The ideal community she wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. We'll focus on conveying that to the rest of the Coven. Okay, now let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma and the confidence she projects. And yeah, if this were a popularity contest, she'd have the upper hand. I'm sure her campaign will kick off with a lot of momentum. We can't hope to defeat her by any revolutionary grounds. We'll have to play on your intelligence and mysticism to get a bite of her cake. Alright, what about her weaknesses? What is her most critical flaw? Making daggers is the least valuable asset offered by a candidate. Bit out of the box as an answer, but we can work with that. That was a bad choice, I'm sorry. In the picture she's painting for the Coven, there's no need for an especially powerful leader. But with a few scare tactics, we can create the need in the voters for a leader that holds a critical talent. And your divination is the winning horse for that kind of race. That's what I was thinking, but it clearly was a bad answer. Is this really necessary? It's your call, but if we don't exploit your opponent's flaws, it'll make it less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. But also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rival. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. Ugh, I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever, I'll handle it. Shall we go over Jasmine now? Yeah, sure. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the Coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporary witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. Wow, the generational differences. They're in this witch world with eternity too. Her politics are a liberal revision of Adonna's, removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and the fear of failure. Her program to achieve is this. Judgment will be formed by the quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement with the leader. This is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the Coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches shall be banned. Then mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that'll be determined by the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister, we have the Coven's interest in mind, that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the Coven to devour Adonna's corpse so we can all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program. Sure. Done? Done. Perfect. So tell me now, what do you think is the best strategy to undermine it? These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Interesting. If we should adopt this strategy, we may polarize the Coven's opinion. But in the long run, we could gather the support of the young and weak, plus the support of the most compassionate elders. It may do the trick. Good, good. Now assess the candidate herself. Let's use your privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She's a pillar of the community. She helps and provides for many people with her garden. She has many contacts and friends. That sure puts her ahead of the race from the very start. It'll be hard to win people's trust in Jasmine over to our side. We'll need to undermine her capabilities as a leader and reinforce her status as a community provider so she stays like that, rather than a ruler. Now to her flaws. What would you say is her weakest point? Her anxiety. She gets stressed easily. Ooh, that's really easy to exploit. Good. That's a flaw that will trigger almost automatically by just competing for leadership. But we can push her buttons if she loses focus and messes up. Ugh, I feel so bad for doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, there are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. Focus on bringing your best game and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Alright, now for the third candidate. What, there's more? Of course, no one told you? No, who is it? No one truly thinks she possesses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she's a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who it is already, come on! Oh, Capressa, the historian witch, the eldest witch in our coven. She precedes even Adana. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity even started writing. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tree rings. She's a tree? There's a tree witch? The thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the Coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the Coven. For the first time, she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly how Adana left them. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Adana's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the Coven. Wow, Capressa. Her program in any case. I know Capressa personally and she's very kind and helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Adana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa has this special, mystical aura about her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Capressa. I see. As long as I don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, all should be fine now. Understood. Alright, are you ready to start defining our program, or do you want to take a break? Yeah, let's get this over with. We'll go over every point, assess our options, make some choices, and when we have the first draft, we can review any aspect to iron out the program. This is gonna get real personal here. We're gonna have to go all of my thoughts on how to rule a coven. So let's see how good of a leader I am. Let me know if you agree with my choices. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Okay, first point, judgment. New option, something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic, but leavening all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power. Appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture, anything really. Set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministries will work alongside with the leader, but they will have the last word on their respective competencies, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, but it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this would probably breed many power struggles within the Coven, fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. I see. Not that the other options don't have downsides. I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it is still worth giving a shot if you like it. And if you're at the helm, I'm sure you'll run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So having said that, what type of judgment system do you prefer? I like the ministry system. I think if you are appointing your own people and you can send them away. Now the law enforcement. What type of law enforcement? I still want to go with warnings and expulsion. It's like dealing with children. Like, you give them a lot of warnings and you ask them, like, are you gonna make good choices or bad choices? And if they continue to make bad choices, there's consequences. Okay, forbidden arts. Let's talk about a new option. Some summoning spells can save lives. They can even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with the careful application of some of the forbidden arts. So what about extending permanence? Make it so a witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals, and if the Coven deems the applicant's purpose and aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of them. That's an interesting compromise. You know more about forbidden arts than I do. Okay, so if we're talking about this like sexual education, I'm all for free access and education. But if we're thinking about this more, I don't know, of like doing actual things that could endanger other people, I would say permit system. Mortal affairs. Come up with a new option. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be mortally gray, since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept: truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't be better if we developed a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let's ask them directly for what they need. That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity is a troubling relationship with witches. They burn us for sport. They burn poor innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. You're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things. But sure, that could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. We are going to tell the mortals who we are. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, blah 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 witchly duties, so ponder the magical tax. It may be interesting to adopt Dahlia's idea of magical tax. It doesn't require any specific actions to serve the Coven. It's pretty fair since they'll be asking for a percentage of every witch's magical output, whatever form that takes. No one should be worried about failing controls. You can go about your existence however you want, provided you contribute to the Coven's magical reserve. It'll also open the door for us to attempt some ambitious projects, since that much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. It'll drag down personal development though. Our sisters are used to having their full magical reserves to invest in their personal enterprises. So in the end, it's a matter of putting collectivism over individualism. Having said that, what are we gonna do? Mentorship's gonna cramp my style, and quarterly controls makes everyone miserable, so I'm gonna go with magical tags. And then finally, we have the issue of what to do with Adana's corpse. I mean, power for the sake of power is a bit pointless, and allowing more women to ascend and become witches seems more a humane thing to do. You're probably right. Opening the gates to potentially double our size will definitely stir some chaos in these times of change. But who cares? There's also power in numbers. Just bear in mind that advocating for scattering her remains will earn us the sympathies of the novices and discomfort from the elders, and vice versa. I want to scatter the remains, as I'm going back to the human realm to be mortal. Alright, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. It's unique enough. I believe we're offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Do you like to change anything? No, I'm happy. I'm good. Let's move on. Great, wonderful, fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You are going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole Coven. But most importantly, I'm going to need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. A slogan? Really? I'd rather do this without slogans. Come on, don't try to play it cool. We need a slogan. It's not like other politicians use them to have fun. They really do work. Okay, whatever. What would you like to use as a slogan? No. Make our Coven great again? No. Take fate into thy hands, stronger together, a real sisterhood, or a very happy Coven. I'm gonna say stronger together. That's the only one that makes any sense. The rest of them are all awful. Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know. It's what any Coven should aspire to, isn't it? That's why we're in a Coven to begin with. Yes, simple is good. A slogan is all about marketing and needs to sell the idea of a better future. Stronger and together are both quite desirable terms. We're almost done. Good, because I'm getting sick of sitting here. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that, we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. A poster? What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the Coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. Ugh, that's not my style at all. That's why I'm here. I do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want all this to be over. A few weeks, a couple of months at max, and this will all be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose the poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Not really. You're really talented. Just squeeze your artist juices. Okay, okay. Alright, now I even made my cards cool on my poster. I got my lightning strike. Maybe I'll put that little out more. There we go. So I've got a star card, a heart card, death card, and boom. There's my poster. What do you think? Very neutral? Oh, you don't like it? No, it's pretty cool. I like it. Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. So it's neutral. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Shut up. Great, we are ready to win this race. Finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win the thing? Why did we put in this much work then? For consistency. What does it matter if you become the next leader if you don't have a plan? You will have to actually run the Coven even if we get there through magical means. Right. It doesn't come without its risks though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's not going back. We could assure our victory, but we could also doom us and make all of our efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. Yes. I am all about risk-taking. Let's go. I can't get enough of your divination. Me either. Plus, even if I do it and I lose, I gain the power from that divination. Ooh, the Wishing Well. Okay, this is a good card. I made a pretty good card. Because I think it's good. Mercy, Wellness, Yearning, Passion, Power. This is a pretty good card. We will win, our Coven will stop being the most powerful, but its members will be extraordinarily happy. Dahlia will win, her mandate will lead to an unprecedented peace that will extend beyond the Coven. Or we will win, our Coven will become so successful that our program will be copied throughout many magical communities. Okay, do I want people to be happy? Forget Dahlia winning. No. We will win and our Coven will stop being the most powerful, but its members will be happy. Ooh, nice. That sounds sweet, actually. I'm looking forward to a chill, less relevant Coven. Yeah, Witch Life is about to get better. Well done. It feels so weird to write my absolute victory. Just enjoy it, damn it. What now? Just wait, arms crossed, to have the leadership of the Coven handed to us? Now you have fun. You can enjoy the campaign knowing that no matter what you say or do, you will get to win. Fun, huh? I'll try. I gotta stop playing with fate so much. I'm just making a mess of things. Since we know the outcome already, now it's all about the theatrics. I guess so. The feeling is similar to when I got to know my own end. It removes a lot of pressure from the very act of existing. We just play our part and wait to see the fireworks. Don't you like the feeling? I can see the appeal. Now it's all a game, right? I think I need to rest for a bit now. Gonna go home, take a bath, get my thoughts in order. When I come back, our next mission will be form a team and start actually doing things. Okay, I'll be here. Crap, I'm already at chapter 6? Pandemonium. Please wait here. Eugenia will be here in a minute. What is this? Am I dead? Ah, no, don't worry, you're not dead at all. I shouldn't say a lot more though. Why not? A protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you are extremely lucky. Eugenia is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. Oh, what? Come again? Oops, I've said too much. But everything is going to be alright. I must go. Just get comfortable. But, bye! Oh, haha, I love you already. Whoa, relax, I'm here to look after you. You were from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in the universe. Just let it sink. This is something good, I promise. Dear, very observant. Oh, I'm so embarrassing. My kin are what human witches call dear folk. Oh, and you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes, congratulations, you ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. Ooh, I have a timer? 32 cycles left. Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. I like how little my man Candy is there in the window, right in here, just staring at us. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. The most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being? older than time who's able to grant wishes. Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? No need for that. Fortuna is a wish granter herself at this point. She already wrote that we'll win the elections. Why bother doing anything then? I am compelled by some cosmic force. I see. We are sentient puppets at this point, aren't we, Fortuna? Would you like me to write you some free will? We haven't explored how well the deck fares against paradoxes. That's an interesting line of investigation. Ahem! Let's focus on the task at hand, please. Oops, sure. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it, if we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surpass your expectations, O dominant sister. Which grimoire of clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Let's check the vibe of the Coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the Coven with the Dream Ball. The Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the Coven's sympathy, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I added some men's runes in order to filter vote intention by demographic. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. You not only need their votes, but you also plan on becoming their leader, so you'd better take responsibility and do some studying. I don't read instructions. Do you know who you're talking to? Luckily for you, as a detective, I spent enough time dealing with each faction myself. I'm lending you my field notes so you can familiarize yourself with the different communities of this Coven. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go and do some studying. Whoa, thank you so much. I'm not gonna do it, but thank you. I got you. Now, about how we are going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out here, being exiled and all, but we will act as your will outside this room. Just let us know what you want to do and we'll set up to do so. It could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind that these tasks will take 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. But wait, what do I do while you're out? Do your homework. Do some studying. Make some cards. Or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get too much idle time, okay? Everyone ready? Any doubt? Let's conquer all. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course, it was a figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. Ooh, it's the thing. Love, the support of my friends. One of my clients offered me this as repayment after getting them out of quite a salacious predicament. I never found the opportunity to use it, but I feel fate has had me save it for you. Here, a sympathy stone. It's a special object of power that will amplify the efforts of whoever is trying to help you. Oh wow, thank you, Patrice. Just wet a brush with some freshly brewed sage infusion and write down the names of your allies on it. I'll do it immediately. I love it, thank you. I got you. So basically, this charm will render the tasks you assign us more effective. Got it. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. All right, tasks. I just have to see. Like, if I go to my bed, can I literally make her relieve some tension? Okay, no, I can't. I'm very glad that I can't. All right, but if you made it this far, if you were interested in this game, I can't stop playing. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.